Final Community CV back again. Another one. This is a fairly large bunch of mainly 80s, 90s stuff I've been picking up over the last few months that I'll get to show you guys, so we'll quickly go through those shortly. This is my soccer team I follow here, the Brisbane Roar. We played the other day, I think it was the 4th round, and we drew, so we've had 1 loss and 3 draws, I believe, so we've got to get the win. Come on, boys. Come on. Anyway, let's just go through these pretty much in random order. First one, Paul McCartney, Pipes of Peace. I think this is around 1981. I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it. I've got most of McCartney's now, particularly the first 10 or so, including Wings. And no, I haven't heard his new one. Well, I've heard the main song that came out. Yeah. There's no argument that his voice isn't as good. We know that. He knows that. But, he's still making it big, still hitting the media, touring, all that type of thing. So, props to McCartney. But, yeah, get back to this early stuff. It's good stuff. I know. I think I got this for 50 cents or something. Mainly for my wife, who's a big fan of this soundtrack. But, you got Marvin Gaye, Temptations, Rascals, Smokey Robinson, Three Dog Night, Aretha, Procol Harum, etc. So, not to argue against. John Fogerty, I've got this for about $1, I believe. And it's called Centre Field, and it's got The Old Man Down the Road kicks off side 1. So I haven't actually looked into this. There you go. I don't know what else. I'm not a big fan of his solo work. Not to say I don't like it. I just never got into it. So this will be a teaser for me. Yeah, another $1 fine, but I had to get this for the collection. Yes, after all this time, would you believe I did not have this one? Sports. Yeah, I've been a big fan. Not as big a fan of Huey Lewis as I was when I was a bit younger. But, every now and again, they're good to put on. Good vibe, good feel, good band. And this will be an Aussie press. Priceless. So there you go. Another $1 fine. The Principal Moments, Robert Plant. A lot of Robert Plant stuff actually, tracks some pretty big dollars, surprisingly. Well, surprisingly to me. But this one, I don't think is one of his bigger ones that people are after. Australian Press. And I've got his 45 of Tall Cool one, which I think is about 1988, 89. I hate they don't slide in straight away. Here's one I prepared earlier. Australian band Hoodoo Gurus, Blow Your Cool. I think they might have had about 4 or 5 hit singles from this. Here's a few here from side 1. Out the Door. What's My Seam's the biggest one. I think it did not too bad overseas. Good Times was a big one. I Was the One. Yeah, Hoodoo Gurus, Blow Your Cool. Dave Faulkner, the lead singer. I haven't seen Hoodoo Gurus live at all. They did a few months ago. They were in my hometown. I chose not to go there. But yeah, Dave Faulkner, he was on a SBS ABC show about going back to your home, where the host takes them through their schoolyard and that type of thing and talk about the memories and things. That was really interesting. So there you go. 88 Boom Crash Opera. Back then, they were almost deemed as the next big thing to come out of Australia to hit the States and that, but they never quite made it over there. Great singer Dale Ryder, and had a good fresh sound coming out of 87, 88, and ready to take on the world. But I don't know why it didn't happen. But these here are Crazy Times. It's a good pop. I wouldn't say rock, probably more pop. That was excellent music at the time. Of course, very topical at the moment with Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie and the soundtrack. I don't know if I play these. Look, I've got most of Queen stuff now. I'm not a huge fan, never have been. I like some of their songs. I respect the quality of the music, the writing, etc. Just haven't quite got into it. To me, that was sort of the next level up in terms of being able to reach, for me, to feel the music, if that makes sense. There's a lot of people who won't make any sense and think, what the hell is he talking about? Or, he's wrong. But that was just my impression of the band growing up. Great music, but just that connection from me to the music just wasn't quite there with Queen. But, time's marched on. It's time to have another listen, and you never know. Jazz, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, etc. Queen, Alone Bites the Dust, of course. These are all original Australian presses. Sorry about the reflection. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. If we play guitar, who has not played that song? I think I actually played it on stage once, so there you go. Another dollar fine, which is, to me, this is probably the best dollar fine I've had recently. I mean, I always pay pretty fair money, but I was lucky to come across this bunch. And this was in it. The record's a bit dusty inside, but the cover's pretty spot on. These sales around $80 or something, so stoked. I'm not going to dare put this on the turntable until I cleaned it. But Pink Floyd live, all the good stuff. So I've yet to play or yet to hear it on digital, so that I'm hanging out to hear this. I think that'll be magic. ELO Time, just another one to add to the ELO collection. Again, haven't played it. ELO is sort of getting another kick along with Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack on there. Jet Records, that should be in a sleeve. Terrible, there's no sleeve. Again, ELO, I don't mind. Never really got into it. You never know. This album is sensational. My first ever Billy Bragg, Brewing Up with Billy Bragg. One of two albums of his I've always wanted. Here's one. Well, when I say always wanted, it was coming up in a list where I buy records from, kind of like First In, Best Dressed, Jaws. And I thought, yeah, Billy Bragg, yeah, I know, I've heard about him, I don't know a lot, so I went to digital stream to play his stuff, and just, whoa, wow. My man standing there with a guitar and just singing. I love his UK Cockney accent and coming through in his own. He's just extremely unique, very talented. I don't know a lot about the background of him writing. I assume he writes his own music, but I would like to explore Billy Bragg some more. So again, highly recommend this one. Just a few more to go, guys. Thank you for hanging in. Who's your favourite? If any of you follow soccer, football, whatever you call it in your country, who do you follow? Put down in the comments. Interested to know. I'm a pretty big sports guy, so to hear what you're into. Jimmy Barnes, a good old Mushroom label. Massive label in the 80s in Australia. Particularly in the mid 80s with Michael Gudinski. And Barnsley, of course, from Carl Chisel, who I saw earlier this year live in my hometown, talking about his life and playing a few songs. So this is called I Die to Be With You Tonight. Massive song here in the Aussie charts in the 80s. Carl Chisel, 20th Century, another dollar picker. Again, this sells for $35, $50, original. WEA. Just perfect condition. Inserts, everything. I've pretty much got all their studio albums now, Carl Chisel. And being an Aussie, you got to have at least some Carl Chisel in there. I don't know how big Carl Chisel was in America. There's all that big story. They went over to America. Barnesy tells a story. He got screwed over. They wrote a couple of songs about their experience and never went back. I think Barnesy, with his drinking and everything, didn't help. Probably got on the wrong side of people, but yeah, it's a rock and roll story. And I might go see him again in February. I might, a couple of hours away, a few hours away from where I live, but I'll see. No, now I got this for about $10, pristine condition, original. 95. And of course, 2 massive songs. Just a Girl was huge, and Sunday Morning. 2 massive songs in Australian radio, no doubt, with Gwen Stefani. Good to have. 2 more, guys. Thanks. Red Hot Chili Peppers. This I got for $1. Media is in pristine condition. It's Californication, double album by the Chili Peppers. And not much to show you here because unfortunately no cover. It was just the vinyl. I don't know how someone could just lose the cover. But boy oh boy, what a double album. It's a very, very special album. Chili Peppers. Very special. And it's my first Chili Peppers on vinyl, so that's cool. And this one I bought brand new, obviously a repress. It was a must-have for my list, and never seen original. Probably, I don't even know the background to this in terms of, was it pressed on vinyl originally, how many copies, that type of thing. But this one's good. I had to get it. It's Green Day's Dookie. For all the VC people here around my vintage, great memories from this album, isn't it? Interesting cover. I spent about an hour looking at this, trying to figure out, without reading about the background of it, and still not sure what's going on. I don't really know. So this came out on Because Sound Matters. Says here 94 breakthrough album for the first time on vinyl in over a decade. So there you go. There was earlier pressings, of course, on Reprise. There you go. Sounds great. Oh, I was surprised when I played it, just how many songs I was familiar with. I thought I just, when I come around in Basket Case, those songs would be it. But there's about 6 songs on there I recognise. So, it was a very, very big album in its day. Very big in Australia here anyway. So there you go. Thank you so much. My latest addition to the Vinyl Room Tools is this magnifying glass. When you're looking at some records now, especially I'm getting older, this helps look at the catalogue numbers, because some are quite faded and hard to see, so this helps. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that lot. Some good memories there, I'm sure. Again, who do you follow in sports? Put down your favourite team to me. Shout out to Billy Hurst, Billy's channel. If you don't watch, just search Billy Hurst. Great sports photographer. Great vinyl man, great guitar man, fantastic singer. Billy, who's your favourite team? Interested to see. So check out Billy Hurst. Alright mate, before I ramble on anymore, take care. See you later.